a practice in being with pain. The intention of this practice is not to achieve pain relief. While it's very possible you may experience relief or reduction in pain, this practice is designed to help you experience the pain in a way that supports the process of moving through it. Pain is asking us to pay attention and be with the body as it moves through a process. Our relationship to pain tends to tell us to run further from the body, put the body on mute, or go frantically digging around for the cause of pain. The message we send to our brain is, "This is not okay. I am not safe. I do not trust this sensation." In this practice, we're going to reorganize this relationship we have to pain through teaching ourselves that we can not only be with and feel our pain, but that pain doesn't have to mean that something's wrong with us or that there's something to fix. Sometimes pain is just part of a larger process that's bringing us closer to health. By relating to our body and pain with presence, we cultivate the safety and trust that our brain needs in order to move through this process. And we might just learn that we are much more capable of being with discomfort than we originally thought. If at any point in this process you experience an overwhelm of pain or stress or fear that overloads your capacity to be with it, you have all the permission to stop the practice and go about soothing the pain in ways that you normally would. This is not a practice to force change. It is a practice of staying present with a process. Let's begin. Find a relaxed position to do this work in, somewhere you can lay or sit and tune the attention inward. Start lengthening the breath and bring your attention towards the physical experience. Close the eyes. The pain you are experiencing might already be grabbing your attention. If not, tune into this area. Place a hand there. If it cannot be reached, imagine yourself holding this area. Continue with the longer inhales and exhales. Let your breath move through this area of pain. Expand your awareness to include the space surrounding this pain sensation. If it's in your head, broaden the attention to include the neck and the face. If it's in your back, widen your focus to include the front and the side of the body. You are building a map of how this area relates to the others. In doing so, we're appreciating how this sensation is connected to the whole, despite how different it feels. Continue breathing, expanding the breath to include the space of this relationship. Let's get to know this pain. Describe the quality of sensations that this pain has. It might feel sharp, tight, hot, achy. If there are no words to describe the sensation, that's okay. Maybe an image or a sound could better describe it. Notice what comes up as you get curious about this pain. What does this pain make you want to do? Hold it tight, elevate it, massage it, keep it cool, stretch, depressurize. How does this sensation want to be met? As if your breath contained the exact need that this area is looking for. Send an intentional inhale and deliver this to your sensation. Either aloud or in your mind, you're going to communicate something to this area. Repeat these phrases aloud or in your mind and address them towards your pain. You are allowed to be here. I trust that you are part of this process. I will not ignore you. I will not force you to change. I am here to be with you. How does this feel to say? It's okay if it feels relieving, and it's okay if it feels irritating. It's also okay if it doesn't feel like anything at all. Whatever is coming up for you, say this aloud. I am allowed to feel this way. We're going to get to know our body's response to this pain. Make note of how the body responds. Is the brow furrowed? Are the eyes held shut? Is our spine rounding forward, extending back? Are we leaning away or towards this pain? What about our thoughts? What are they like? What are they focused on? Is there a sound that you want to make? Maybe a groan, a whine, a scream, a cry? You're going to pause the practice here and allow this response. Express it fully with no attachment to fixing it or ending it. What do you feel right now about the pain? Whatever comes up, just say this aloud. I am allowed to feel this way. Let's now get to know this pain as an ebbing and flowing of sensation. Dialing your attention back to the pain, imagine that it has motion. We're gonna get to know this motion. Maybe the pain has a center, a focal point, and from that focal point, sensation radiates out. Maybe the pain feels like a blanket or a band, and it contracts and relaxes. Perhaps it feels like a twist in a sheet or some sort of vortex, and it's pulling the surrounding fabric towards its center. Maybe it feels like a bruise, pulsing, throbbing, beating. Maybe it feels like a cloud or a mist, diffuse, wide, and spreading. Maybe it feels like a puncture wound, getting deeper and then pulling out. Take time here and investigate the imagery of this pain. Notice its natural, subtle shifts. Even though pain seems like it's constant, we can tune our awareness to perceive its pulsing rhythms. This motion and rhythmic movement lets us know that indeed this is a process, not a destination. Should any emotions or thoughts come up, let them be here as part of this pain processing. Allow them to show you their relationship to this sensation. If you would like more time to investigate the quality of this sensation's motion, pause the practice now. At this point, just make note of how the practice is flowing for you. Is it easy to relate to pain and sensation in this way? Does it feel refreshing? Maybe there's a lot of resistance, frustration, anger. Maybe a fear that you're not doing it right. Whatever is here is allowed to be here. Ask yourself this question: what would feel nurturing right now? If your goal was not pain relief, but rather feeling supported, what would you ask for? Maybe you'd like a rocking hug, a long hold, a gentle rubbing of the back, maybe it'd feel nice to hum, to take deep breaths, to go to sleep, to have a warm meal. What would you like in order to feel supported through this process. Appreciate any deep needs for support that might be surfacing. You do not need to meet them right now. You will in the right time. For now, you're just getting to know the needs by feeling your own desire for them. Pause here to spend more time getting to know these needs. Let's bring the attention back to the breath, back to the present moment. Extend a thank you to yourself for being willing to relate to your experience differently. You've done your best to let yourself be exactly where you are. Repeat these phrases either aloud or in your mind and address them towards yourself. Thank you for paying attention to me. Thank you for not trying to fix me. Thank you for letting me be exactly where I am. Thank you for connecting me to my needs. Thank you for trusting me. Just notice how this gratitude feels. Remember, it's okay if it doesn't feel good or if it feels mechanical. That's allowed. It doesn't have to mean the practice isn't helping. Is there anything else you'd like to tell your pain or yourself? Now is the time. As you wrap up this practice, I recommend keeping in close touch with your body and your sensations. Notice how your presence acts as a pain modulator. Despite our assumption that pain will be relieved if we ignore, numb, or distract ourselves from it, pain actually becomes much more tolerable when we choose to be with it. The more we choose